sharing the dream, driving boomers out of their minds. Sharing the stream, sharing the dream, driving boomers out of their minds. Folks, this is live, but you know what? This might be replayed at some time in the future, and at that point it won't be live. But today, by Criminy Crimal, it is live. I just got done sharing it. Can you dig it? Just got done sharing it. You'll notice I have a Kochwork Orange Gristle 90. Do you see that, Matt Turner, the burner? Hey, Matt Turner, the burner. Hey, Matt Turner, the burner. We're back in the orange room, but only for a little while. And then we have to head out on the road again to skull people's brains in person. Poison. We have to skull people's brains in person, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings out there. Todd Flowers and Paul and Dennis and Maddie K and Adam Baum. Adam Baum says he's on his way to Tulsa Fest.
Come on.
That's crazy. That's commitment to rock. Tulsa Fest? Nope. All right, we're going to play some jams for the people. Right now. RN. Right now. We're going to start with a little shuffle, that Vody shuffle. Up on, two. was a little song called The Voty Shuffle. Yeah, we had some requests for you to move over just a little bit so they could see your left hand.
Here it is.
You have a little room to move?
Sure.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's get close.
We're gonna get close and play some jams for the people. For the people. Ooh. Toby Marshall's coming to town. He's driving in the Gristle Missile. 4. We're playing at the Tosa Fest tonight. Everything's gonna be alright. Howie, Howie. When the Gristle Missile comes to town, you'll really know what's going down. Howie, 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 Howin'. Toby Marshall's coming to town. Toby Marshall's coming to town. We'll see you at Tosa. Wow.
It was really perfect.
That was. Is this live? Says Pete Manic. Pete Manic. Potomac. Pete Tamanik. Pete Manic. I'm destroying your name. I just said your name, so that means we are live. In the future, this may be played again, and you don't know if it's live then. But hey, what can you do when you do what you do? You know what? That was a little reggae song in honor of Toby Lee Marshall, who's on his way down in the Gristle Missile. Now, tomorrow we will do the full 4-piece here in this very room on together.co. Together.co.
Yeah.
We're going to let the 4-piece power flow.
It's gonna be great.
Wow. I don't even know what is going down. Darren Culp says, I want that cap. Well, funny enough, you can go to a magical place called gregkoch.com, the last name that serves as an expectorant. Ladies and gentlemen, during the cold and flu season, say my name, and your esophageal region will be freed of all projectiles and mucous membranes. That's the gift that keeps on giving here in Orange Room. In the Orange Room, say my doggone last name. Wow, lot of information there. We're gonna do a song. Any Minnesota shows coming up? I need my Gristle King signed. Love that boost. I'm glad you dig it, Chris. We hope to get up there sometime before the end of the year. We shall see. Any LA dates? Gina, we were just out there. We're working on again coming out there maybe in February when it's inclement here. Yes, Carson, the kitties are hiding. The kitties are hiding. The kitties are hiding. We're doing an old tune of mine from back in the day called Black Hawk Suite. This was on the Double the Gristle record and still is. You can find it on the Google internet. And what's so great is when you play it, I get pennies on the dollar, which is great because if enough people listen, those pennies add up to a significant amount of lunch money.
Even $1.
That's right. And I am no stranger to going to one of my favorite haunts of nourishment and say, friend, I would like your special, please, because I have garnered enough currency from sweet, sweet rotations on the Innerskoogles.
Wow.
And I'd like a Sloppy Joe, if I could. A Sloppy Joe and a side order of some Crispy Crisps. I said crisps instead of chips in honor of the Queen. You notice that?
Put the vinegar on there?
That's right. Can you dig it? The Inner Googles is a powerful place. Bandcamp, well, we have some stuff on Bandcamp. You should follow us on Bandcamp. We get more money on Bandcamp than we do on Spotify. But yet, Spotify is a place where bookers and stuff go, well, how many followers, how many spins do you get? Boy, that makes everything more valid, doesn't it?
It does.
It can take a turd and polish it right up. Polish up that turd. Here we go. Yeah, that was a little thing we like to say is called the Black Hawk Suite. You know why? Because I was staying at the Black Hawk Hotel in some town in, I think, Davenport, Iowa.
Every room's a suite there.
I had a Strat with me that belonged to a friend of mine. And I was in that hotel on a family matter. Our family was down there visiting some of our in-laws, my in-law clan down there in Iowa. We're staying at the Black Hawk Suite, and I came up with that little jam. And here it is.
There it is.
All these years later, here in Orange Room. In the Orange Room. Oh, well, all right. Well, okay. Can you dig it? It's football time. You know what, Wayne, I'm having a hard time getting involved in any football activities. But you know what? When the Packers start, I'll probably
They play
tune
Sunday,
in.
huh? Against the old Vikes.
Oh, is it against the
I
Vikes
believe
the
it's
first?
Vikings, yep.
I might be drawn into that battle. I might be drawn into that fricassee. Hike, says Pete. Yes. I like it. Let's do that, Have My Fun. That's a fun one.
Shababa-doop.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, party on it.
That's a good one, right? Well, I've had my fun. If I never get well no more, if I have my fun. If I never get well no more, no, it's all my fault. Never did the things I should. Somebody write my mother and tell her about the shape I'm in. Somebody write my poor mother, tell her about the shape I'm in. Tell her to pray for me and to forgive me for my sins. So many. Don't call me no doctor. That doctor won't do me no good. Don't call me no doctor. That doctor won't do me no good. You know it's all my doggone fault. Never did the things that I next train south. We'll look for my clothes home. On the next train south. We'll look for my clothes home. You don't see my body. Well, all you can do is a moan. Moan. Was an exciting musical activity. How about Matt Turner on the doggone bass? Here in Orange Room, we have Matt Turner on the bass. There on the drums, we have Dylan James. Look, he's gonna smack you in the face with his musics. He's a face slapper with the musics. Face slapper with the music, face slapper in the music. Hey, Greg, talk about the Carina. I know the Reverend folks like it. Yes, Wayne, this is, all their guitars are made out of Carina, which I find in the Tonewood galaxy, although I'm sure someone on the internet has got to disagree with Grade. Because wood stokes the know-it-all vibe in so many people. I know more about wood than anybody on the planet Earth or underneath the earth or in the hollow moon theory. There's people lurking in the steam and the murk. I don't know what any of that shit means. But listen, I'm going to tell you this. I see it as this. You got ash. I like ash. It's bright. It's got a fast attack. These are my thoughts. Generally speaking, there are exceptions. You got alder, a little darker sounding, to me. Juicy and robust sounding, but not quite as quick in the attack. In the middle there somewhere is our friend Mr. Carina. And the Reverend folks differentiate themselves from everybody by using Carina on all their guitars. And that's also Carina. There are some exceptions. There are some guitars that have some other wood involved. But there you have it. I like it. What's up with the Red Marshall? Barry Cole, good eye. Good eye. Well, I've been gigging lately with my my Koch amplifier, the Greg, and I run it in stereo through my ventilator pedal with the friendly neighborhood Marshall SV 20 watt little plexi head with 212 bottom. And I liked that first one I bought so much that Wildwood, on beautiful Louisville, Colorado, where I do all those videos and such, they had a special run of red Tolex versions. So I had to have one. So I squished my pennies together. I squished them good and made a giant penny. And I offered it in sacrifice to our friends at Wildwood. And they said, yes, we will take your giant penny that you forged with your own man heat. And we will...
Wow. Dude.
And we will swap out that sordid penny at the hands of Gray Sword. And we will send the we will send the Crimson Harlot to the orange lair. Can you dig it? What? Yeah, Herb Kohl is still alive. Herb Kohler died. That's a different individual. Man-eat. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. That just got whispered in my ear by spectral entities. What? Yeah. All right. This beautiful guitar I'm playing is a limited run also from our friends at Wildwood. They're supporters of all that I do, bless them. And they did a special run of these guitars in the Clockwork Orange. And there's a couple left, I reckon. Most of them just went right out the door.
Buy 'em.
Went right out the damn door. How does it sound? Barry, it sounds damn good. I believe there's multitudinous, I don't have it wired up. Right now I'm just going straight through the Koch amp, my Koch amp, the Greg with no pedals, just straight into the amp. So everything you're hearing, overdrive, the harmonic vibrato, all of that stuff is just right on the amp. When I've been playing out live lately, I've been bringing the pedal board and running and splitting them in stereo and using my Gristle King for the overdrive. But right now you're hearing everything just through the amp. And as you hear, it sounds delicious. Oh, Justin wants to hear Okie. I don't think you know Okie. Hey, that little Okie, won't you come over and play? Well, we're going to work it up, though. We're going to work it up for you. We're going to work that up. Tonight, if you live in southeastern Wisconsin or even northern Illinois, you can get here in time. Playing down at Tosa Fest, which is in my hometown, Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. We're playing down on 76th Street. We're on State Street, where it meets 76th Street, facing northwest. And we are going to rock the hometown crowd with great aplomb and delight. Great aplomb and delight, great aplomb and delight. All right, then. How about a little... Oh, you know what we haven't done in a while? I don't know if I can remember all the words. Doesn't really matter.
Which one?
Actually, let's do I'm So Glad. That'd be fun.
Sure.
All right. We like to do this song by Skip James originally. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, I'm so glad. His version was a little different from the sinuous version that The Cream did many years ago. I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. Don't know what to do, don't know what to do, don't know what to do. Well, I'm tired of weeping, tired of moaning, tired of groaning over you. I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. I don't know what to do, don't know what to do, don't know what to do. I'm tired of weeping, tired of moaning, tired of groaning over you. I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm gonna get it. so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. A song of gladness. I think it's important to be glad. I think it's important to stay hydrated while you're glad. And nothing satisfies the need for electrolytes and sweet moisturification than our friends at Gatorade.
Gatorade Zero.
Gatorade, ba-dick-a-doo-doo-doo. Gatorade, ba-diddle-diddle-doo-doo-doo. Gatorade. Gatorade. Oh, I like it. Mike Rakowicki, I see you out there. You're causing trouble and I dig it. Ba-diddle-diddle-doodle-diddle-diddle-doodle, dig it. A gladiatorial, I like that. I'm so gladiatorial. I'm so gladiatorial. I don't know. I don't know about any of those things. I do know Mississippi Queen. I don't know that one. Ooh, don't you know what's wrong with me? That's always a fun one to do. We do it a lot, but it feels good.
It is fun though.
It is.
Do that Welch's too.
Oh yeah, and we can also do. We could do a little bit of the Charmer.
Could do the Rex.
Oh, the Charmer, the Charmer, the Charmer, the Charmer, the Charmer, the Charmer.
Hang on.
I'm using the big Koch amp. That sounded dirty. I'm using the big Koch amp. Right. Ooh, I like that sound. It's juicy. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a rock and roll number
I saw that one.
called The Rex Charmer from our arsenal of jams.
Jim Arsenal.
From the arsenal of jams, you must say, hey, egad. The arsenal of jams, you must say, oh, egad. Oh, egad. Oh, egad. It makes me feel so good when you say, oh, egad. Oh, that dude, that dude, that dude.
Darn tootin'.
That's the way we do down on the farm. That's the way we do down on the farm. That's a little song called Welch's Grape. And let me tell you a little something about Welch's Grape. That shit is delicious. It is rather calorie laden though, so you got to be careful. You got to drink it in moderation, or else you're going to be in trouble. Or else you're going to need some troubles. Or else you're going to need some troubles. I don't know what I'm saying. Tonight, Tosafest, ladies and gentlemen, people are going to be gathering in the streets. And we are going to be filling their ear holes with sweet musics. And they're going to go, ha, ha, yeah, ah, ah. They might do the Hungry Bird, the Hungry Robin. Poking some sweet musics right out of the damn air, like sweet manna, you know, worms from heaven. I'm in heaven, worms from heaven, worms from heaven, ladies and gentlemen. None of that is weird, so you better just take it. None of that is weird, you better behave. None of that is I'm feeling like a little blues is needed right now, because I like me some blues music. You know, after a full day of trying to get crap out of the garage, nothing speaks to my soul than the musics of the blues. So we're going to do a little thing right now that's called the Chiefs Blues. Or Sassy Cat said Funk 49. That's not a bad one either. You know, we could probably do both. Oh, listen to Hijinks back there. He's got places to go. He's running a tight ship back there behind those drums. Listen, not a moment more. We can do that one. I like to rock. you like doing one more?
All right.
He's a smiler.
That's right.
But maybe what we'll do is we'll do one that's got a little bit of
Pep to the step.
pep in the step. A little bit of that pep in the step. Oh, everyone wants the damn Grange, or is that just Maddie saying twice? We can handle that. Rumors spreading around in that toasted town about that crazy place called the Orange Room. You know what I'm talking about. Just let me know. You can't all fit in my home, so just watch on the end of Google. You know what I'm talking about. Have mercy. Well, here it's fine. You got the time, and I'm about to get yourself in. And I hear it's tight, most every doggone night. Well, now I might be mistaken. Well, and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in. These, of course, are my Fishman Fluence Gristletime P90 pickups that come on board this Reverend Gristle 90 guitar. A lot of gristle. Inside this Reverend bass right here is a Fishman Fluence soap bar bass pickup. What you're hearing now are guitar and bass that are powered by Fishman technology.
Blessed Karina Wood.
And sweet Karina Wood singing out in the night. You want to play a little light bright? You want to play a little light bright? It rhymes. Jesus just left Chicago and he's bound for Wauwatosa. Jesus just left Schwabenon and is bound for Prairie du Chien. Folks, we thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed yourself. If you live in Wisconsin, don't be afraid to come on Downey to the Tosa Festi, where we're going to unleash our fiendish powers. And that's all there is to it. Don't be afraid to show some love to our Fishman friends by checking out the website, seeing what's all going on there. Can you dig it all? Folks, it's that time for us to skedaddle. We'll see you cats soon.